You will never guess what my daughter gave me for Father's Day. The staff from her group home took her out to shop, as they always do. She picked out a Father's Day gift for me. 3 times the staff tried to talk her out of it. 3 times she insisted that's what she wanted. They couldn't understand it, but they finally gave in. You see, they figured these gifts are inappropriate because my daughter is mentally challenged. But they forgot something about my sweet Marie. Marie likes to make people laugh. And Marie likes to make me laugh. And Marie knew this gift would make me laugh. The group home staff was really eager to see me open this gift. We picked Marie up for our weekly overnight visit on the Friday after Father's Day, and they gathered around and they watched me open the gift bag, and I laughed. You'll never guess what my daughter gave me for Father's Day. Pantyhose and beer. Yeah, you heard it right. My daughter gave me pantyhose and beer for Father's Day. Here's what Marie's staff did not know. Years ago now, Marie asked me a weird question and made me laugh. We were in some kind of crowd of people, and she turned to me and she said, "Daddy, do you have any pantyhose left?" Now, as a guy, I found that a difficult question to answer. There really is no answer for a guy to give to that question. And this became a story in our family, and Marie has heard me tell the story. So this year, she got me pantyhose in case I didn't have any left. And then there's the beer. She knows that I like a pint of Guinness from time to time, so I guess they were at Walmart. She grabbed a single can of beer for me. Her staffers tried to talk her out of it, but she stuck to her guns, and so they gave in. They brought the beer can home along with the pantyhose. Nobody looked at the label on the beer can right away. Now, I don't think Marie ever learned to read. She hasn't been able to do that. My wife, however, believes she can read a few words. And when someone finally noticed the label on this beer can, it caused laughter. The beer is called Natty Daddy. Marie gave me Natty Daddy beer for Father's Day. Coincidence? I just don't know anymore. By the way, the beer was terrible. I poured it down the drain. But I washed that can, and I have saved it along with the pantyhose and her Father's Day card on a shelf in my study at home. Pantyhose and beer. My sweet Marie made me laugh. But then I wondered, is there more to this? I mean, we call her Baby Buddha, and for good reason. What if she was also, once again, teaching me a spiritual lesson along with the gift? You see, there's something else Marie's staff did not know. My wife, Paula, has an expression, and she has used this expression for years. If she is facing a big challenge, she will say, "I'm going to have to put on my big girl pantyhose and deal with it." And if I face something difficult, she will say to me, "You're going to have to put on your big girl pantyhose and deal with it." Now, Marie has heard her say this a lot. So was her gift of pantyhose a reminder? Mary sits at the feet of Jesus and listens to his teaching. Martha is upset over all the work she has to do and complains about it. Jesus says Mary has chosen rightly by focusing on the teaching he has to offer. Now I think of that prayer Jesus taught his followers to say. We call it the Lord's Prayer, and we use it so often we don't always think about the words. He probably taught this prayer to Mary and Martha as well as to his male disciples. He taught it many, many times. And it has the key phrase that sometimes it's too easy for us to slide over. Thy will be done. Jesus teaches that life is not always what we want. We are to submit to the will of God. We are called to say yes to what comes. It's kind of like putting on your big girl pantyhose and dealing with it. Maybe Marie was reminding me to say yes, to say, thy will be done, to go with the flow, which is another phrase she said to me time and time again. Now, spiritual teachers often teach in dualities, in contrasts. They'll describe the true way versus the false way. They'll describe the wide, easy path versus the narrow way that leads to God. You could interpret the beer Marie gave me as the negative picture, the way of denial, the way of failing to deal with what comes, the way we try to escape from our problems instead of facing them head on. That's probably not what Marie really had in mind, but it did at least occur to me. I think mostly she really just wanted to make me laugh, and she did that. But she also made me think. Put your big girl panties on and deal with it. Thy will be done. Say yes to life. My baby Buddha is quite capable of teaching me such things. It's the kind of thing Mary would have learned sitting at the feet of Jesus. It's the kind of thing Martha needed to learn, and I will bet you she did learn from Jesus. It's the kind of thing we all need to learn. Pantyhose and beer are the weirdest gifts my daughter has ever given me. But they remind me of the best gifts she's ever given. Love and laughter and learning to say yes. Or as we say in church, amen.